In India.
In India.
In India.
The UN recently declared India to be one of the most dangerous places for a young girl to grow up.
1 in 6 girls.
1 in 6 girls.
1 in 6 girls don't make it to their 15th birthday.
It's their 15th birthday.
Less than half the girls in India.
Less than half of the girls.
Less than half of the girls in India are able to attend secondary school.
More than half of the boys over the age of 15
are forced into the labor force before they even finish school.
How can a camera change a life?
I remember that one girl whose mother had been burned alive in their house and now was taking care of her 5-year-old brother living in a closet.
I remember coming up to the school the very first day and thought, man, this kid is the class clown. And then I heard his story.
I remember him turning to me and saying, "Sir, thank you. I was so thirsty."
I remember thinking to myself, how can it be? How can it be? How can these stories be true?
I remember walking up those dismal stairs and watching them unlock the door to their house.
Story after story, kid after kid. Your mind can't take it.
I remember that blank look on her face the first day we met her.
So I remember walking upstairs to the center for the very first time, and here was this delicate looking girl.
She had no voice.
She didn't say anything back. I kind of stood there looking at her, and she didn't say anything.
They just said, "No, something horrible has happened to her."
I asked the directors, what's up with her? And they said, this girl has seen trauma like you would not believe.
Something so bad had happened in her life that she had just stopped speaking years ago.
How could this be? How can tragedy like this affect someone so deeply?
If you could have seen her countenance change, it was a transformation.
It was unbelievable. You know, the first time that we actually put this little piece of plastic, this little red camera, into her hands, like everything changed.
She went from silent to she was speaking through the back of this camera.
She was finally able to communicate through pictures. Her feelings, her thoughts, her fears, they were coming out in the compositions that she was able to create.
I remember thinking that night, if it was only for this one girl, the entire trip was worth it.
This program can make a difference.
Photography can break the cycle of poverty.
Photography can give a voice to the voiceless.
This program will make a difference.
Focus of a Child will make a difference.
You will make a difference.
Won't you help a child?